too soon to be back.
Foul weather we're having. Just like always.
I wish they'd get a younger preacher to come and give sermons.
You just want eye candy.
Guilty.
May the waters pass over you. Mrs. Putnam is still looking for her cat. Small Tabby, very affectionate, answers to the name Julie. In every deluge, the righteous were spared by God. The final deluge will be no different. Let us pray for those lost in the Dorsey attack, especially the Wesson family, Percival, Maria, and Percy Jr. May the waters pass over you.
Ah, you're the Rangers, yes? I'm most pleased to see you. I'm Gideon Reyes.
Uncle Gideon, you heard about my family?
I did, Sabrina, and I'm so sorry. You know you always have a place in my house, for as long as you need.
I know, and I am grateful. But I have a place with these Rangers now. We mean to see justice done for my family.
Is that so, Rangers? She was always an impressive girl. My sister would be proud of her. Now, I expect you're here about my call. There is a situation in Colorado Springs that requires a delicate touch. But first, you need to know the truth about this city. Colorado Springs isn't as prosperous as it pretends. We can barely feed our existing population, and now smugglers are bringing refugees into the city every day. If we had enough food to support them, we would welcome them. But we don't. I've asked the Patriarch to chase off these smugglers, but he says the crisis with the Dorseys and his children have left the marshals spread too thin. It seems he'd rather just have Sheriff Daisy keep putting refugees in the pillories, rather than stopping the tide at its source. It's infuriating. And that is why I've called you. The plains, mostly. After the Patriarch defeated the eastern gangs, people started settling out there, thinking it was safe. Now the gangs have returned, and all the homesteaders are fleeing back to Colorado Springs. Not at all. You will be well rewarded, and not just in money. I do a lot of business with the local Arapaho garage, and I can get them to provide you with the mechanics to service your vehicle. They always have the best, and I'll pay for everything. Thank you. I'm told the smugglers are operating out of the bazaar, a trader's market east of Colorado Springs. When you find them, well, do what you can. Convince them to take the refugees elsewhere. Convince them to stop entirely. Arrest them. I just want this problem to go away. Thank you for agreeing to help. You are doing Colorado Springs a great service. Goodbye, and good luck.
If you'd like to sign up as a volunteer for next week's annual Praise the Patriarch dinner, please inform Mrs. Ratberry. This is a place of respite.
Oh, thank God! You're the Westerners, aren't you? The Rangers? My husband, my Hardy, was in Aspen when Vic Buchanan raided the town. Vic took him hostage, but there's been no word for weeks. I know it's frightful wicked to hope for the safety of one soul over many, but I beg you, find him. Save him if you can.
No need to beg, Mrs. Knox. We have business of our own with Vic Buchanan. If your husband's alive, we'll find him.
I didn't see you there, Lucia. You're a good girl. Always have been. I'm dreadful sorry for your loss. We have money, Rangers. Even though we don't live fancy like some families do, if you bring my Hardy home safe, we'll donate all we can to your cause. He's a little on the portly side, always well-dressed, but he likes playing cowboy out on the ranch. Kindest man in the 100 families. That's why I married him. Yes, but we're homebodies, and neither of us is very political. We own bison ranches out east, supply Colorado Springs with half its meat. Let me see who... Allie Blue? Aunt Allie? My goodness, of course! I'd love to read this! Blue is my maiden name. Back in the old days, the Blues and the Knoxes hated each other. Old Aunt Allie almost shot me when I told her I was gonna marry Hardy. Always wanted to know what things were like when she was young. Oh, thank you, Rangers. Let me give you something for this. You mean he's real? I've seen him poking around the church at night, but I wasn't sure if my mind was playing tricks on me. Didn't dare get too close. I left him some food, just in case. Corn and scrap metal. He seemed like such a good, strong chicken. I know you will. Thank you, Rangers.
So they killed the Westons, the Schulers, the Jacksons, Sophia Gutierrez too.
Poor Lucia.
Patriarch said the Dorseys were dead. Is he lying or incompetent? Which is it? A lot of people have been asking us.
so empty now. Even when Pa and Ma were traveling, they were here. Their spirits filled the place. Now, they do not. Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed at the mess it's in now. Damn Dorseys weren't content to rip everything up. They had to toss the furniture around too. Animal couldn't even leave my memories of this place alone. My house was the first place the Dorseys went. Probably walked right in through the front door, stole my parents and little brother away, and then took out their anger on the house. No point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse, and the Dorseys took everything worth stealing. Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed at the mess it's in now. Wow. Daddy really... Message from my spleen. Fuck. Back from the dead and better than ever! I feel refreshed.
Back from the dead and better than ever. Fading.
Hey, boss.
Did you hear what happened in Aspen? All those people taken hostage?
If it's really Vic who has them, they're all as good as dead.
Don't say that to Miriam Knox. Her husband was there, poor woman.
Descend the narrow stairs and find the door to the bunker slightly ajar. I listen at the door. Make a perception roll. It's awful dark out here. Maybe we should go inside.
This was your idea. You said it would be cool to play a game in the park.
I got a 15! Do I hear anything? You hear a faint scraping sound inside. Like the sound of a skeletal foot dragging across stone. It's coming closer. Did you hear that?
It's just the wind.
Ah! A pale dog! There's a pale dog watching us!
What? Where? I don't see...
It's coming after us! Run!
Yes? Oh, hello. You must be the Rangers. I'm Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's personal secretary. I make sure only people who have official business with him get past his door. You, due to the importance of your mission, have Mr. Buchanan's leave to enter as necessary. Of course, that privilege could be revoked at any time, but for now, please go on in.
Hello, Joe.
Ah, Miss Wesson, you have my deepest sympathies on the deaths of your family.
Thank you, Joe.
It used to be that we held town hall meetings where citizens could bring their grievances before him, but that practice has changed in the last year or so due to security concerns. Good day. Rangers!
Oh, look. Tourists.
Oh, Melissa, you're too much. Oh, we're just talking. Strangers, no need to get any closer.
What could you possibly want? Even with this beastly weather, I can smell it from here.
Absolute repugnant. Repugnant.
While the crime around here happens indoors.
I can't believe you still think this is spirit.
Error. Our genetics out of range.
Maybe I'd know this drone anywhere. It was my father's favorite. Must have been damaged when the Dorseys raided our house.
You're not supposed to touch that. It belonged to the Wessons. I've got orders to keep everyone away.
That's right. I recognize that drone. It ran little errands for my father and alphabetized his books.
No, I mean, no, ma'am. Please, don't mind me. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Returning to West Mode objective. Located treasure.
Hey, look at him go.
Objective complete. Current location. Located treasure.
Nice work fixing that drone, Rangers.
Hello and welcome to the wondrous, fabulous, most fantabulous home of the Ward family. What is your business at the Ward estate? The master is expecting you. Please enter through the door. The master is expecting you. Please enter through the door.
I suppose they'll let just anyone in these days.
Indeed, Melissa. Simply anyone.
Ah, look. The great
let's keep walking.
approach. Seekings.
It's like watching the evolution of man.
Welcome, Rangers.
In reverse.
Rangers!
This palace used to be a fancy hotel back before the deluge. Wonder if they had the turret guns back then.
The patriarch likes it quiet in here. So do we. Stop! No sudden moves, understand?
Yeah, that never happened.
Used to get lots of visitors. Not anymore.
Those were his first two wives. They were dead before I was born.
Imagine the jolly times around this table.
You're cleared for public areas only.
Rangers, welcome. How are you settling in? Not at all. Now, what can I do for you? Ask then. Why? Are you getting ideas? I've got years left to make that decision, Rangers. And I'm certainly not going to make it while all this is going on. Used to be my strongest supporters, until we had an argument about how quickly democracy should be instituted in Colorado. When they lost that argument, they tried to usurp me, and, well, until they attacked the city, I thought I'd wiped out the whole family. Apparently, Nelius led some of them into the wilderness. I should have been more thorough. I assume it was Liberty who put them up to the raid. They were never this clever before. Can you blame me? If she wasn't as bloody-handed as she is brave, I'd have already passed the throne to her. Unfortunately, she has no interest in governing.